Hey everyone, Shelly here with Align My Practice. Welcome to another Wisdom Wednesday. Hope that your February is off to a really wonderful start. Today's message is going to be about the importance of onboarding new hires. I know that employee retention is always a challenge, and also like hiring the right people, finding dedicated team members. But make sure that when you find that wonderful new team member, that you do right by them by really streamlining that whole onboarding process. I do offer recruiting services for some of my local clients here in Orange County, California. And part of that recruiting service is to really help that doctor or that office manager onboard these team members properly. There really needs to be a systematic process from their very first day on written, clear expectations, job descriptions, buddy systems, and really stages of whatever their job entails, whether they are a clinical assistant or a treatment coordinator or a scheduling coordinator. They need to know what you expect of them, and there needs to be a fair amount of onboarding training time, and you need to have a training system in place. So, like for your clinical assistants, you need to make sure that you are maintaining very consistent, constant communication with them through the first 90 days. You don't just say, here you go for it, you're a dental assistant now, and then talk with them in 90 days and let them know that they didn't make it, or that you're disappointed that they haven't improved their speed or their skill on certain areas. You really do need to make sure that you've kind of have different phases. So during the first month, you're going to be focusing on mastering these skills, and you're going to have very consistent communication. If it's not you, doctor or office manager, then you've got a leader in your team that's going to take care of that. And you need to have frequent sit down conversations with them. During the first week, I like a daily sit down, and then a sit down conversation at the 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. And then you kind of gauge it from there for that month two, at least two conversations. I find what happens is that a lot of offices, you guys are busy. Trust me, like I get it. I know it's really hard to set aside that training time for your new hires, but if you want them to be a valued and contributing member of your team, you have to devote time for them to gain the skills that you want them to gain so that they can be a contributing team member. In my Lead, Align, and Thrive course, I do work with office managers and doctors in what that looks like for every role within the practice. I know I just was chatting about a clinical team member. We have a great orthodontic assistant course as well that really helps your clinical lead in the office how to onboard successfully and really write that clinical orthodontic assistant training handbook on all the different phases and stages of onboarding so that they can be successful and not only meet your expectations but exceed your expectations. So make sure in your office that you do have a onboarding system in place. And if you don't and you need help, I would love to help you. Just send me a message and let's just have a quick phone call and let's kind of see where you're at as far as new hires, and maybe you're struggling with the retention of really amazing team members and you kind of look back and go, gosh, what happened? Why did they go somewhere else? Or maybe you're just not happy with that performance, and we can talk about that as well. So I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.